Hello, I'm Ash and I'm here with my June portfolio update. My Trading212 Invest account currently stands at around £76,200 and this month I've deposited a further £6,000 into my account. My goal is to grow this portfolio to over 100k by the end of 2024. I'm still keeping 2/3 of my account in the CSH2 Money Market ETF, which currently has a 1-year return of 5.41%. This month, I definitely missed out on significant growth in the S&P 500 and Nasdaq 100, both of which hit their all-time highs, but I'm still happy with this conservative approach until I see a market correction. I'll share my quick analysis on Nasdaq 100 at the end of the video. That said, I managed to gain some decent returns through my investments in individual stocks, so let's take a look at that. The biggest change I made to my portfolio was selling almost half of my Apple shares when they hit their all-time high this month. I've also sold some Tesla shares when they reached $200 a share, and that's my strategy here. When a stock gains more than 15%, I normally sell around 10 to 15% of my position, and if it goes over 25%, then I try to take profit on 50 to 70% of my position, depending on the stock and its value compared to its all-time high. Other changes I made this month were adding to my Pepsi and Nike positions. In my opinion, both of them are offering good value for the money at the moment, and both of them are at a long-term support level and look very interesting for the future. Here is a comparison of my top 10 holdings this month versus last month. The percentages of some unchanged positions are obviously different as well because the total portfolio amount has changed. My top 3 stock holdings are currently Tesla, Alibaba and Pfizer, forming around 10% of my portfolio. Now let's look at the money weighted rate of return. With the new £6,000 deposit at the start of the month, I'm happy to see a jump in money weighted rate of return as well. It's currently at 5.61%. Notice that this is not the return for this month. What this means is that the annualized rate of return of my portfolio, considering all the cash flows this year, is now 5.61% at the end of June. In May, with a total deposit of $68,900, I saw a net return of $400 for the month, bringing my year-to-date net return to £700, with the total account value reaching $69,600. The monthly rate of return measures how investments perform in a single month. In May, my monthly rate of return was 0.58%. The annualized money-weighted rate of return was 3.98% and the cumulative return was 1.63%. This month, following a total deposit of $74,900, my net return increased by $600, bringing my year-to-date net return to £1,300 and pushing my account value up to $76,200. The monthly rate of return was 0.79% and as we saw, the annualized money weighted rate of return is at 5.61%. The increase in my annualized money weighted rate of return indicates an improvement in the overall performance of my portfolio, and the cumulative rate provides the total return of my portfolio over the entire period. Lastly, let's take a quick look at the Nasdaq 100 as I promised. You can see how overextended this index is over the past 18 months. It's been rejected twice at 20,000, which is an important psychological level, but it still remains very strong and continues to move within this long-term trend channel. So I'll keep an eye on it and consider adding to my position once it reaches the lower bound. And that wraps up my portfolio update for June 2024. Thank you for watching.